Do we got some music questions? What's this about?
Oh yeah, we got some real quick, kind of rapid fire, short music questions for you if you want to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we got.
Sure. Is there an artist or a song that an ex ruined for you?
Ex ruined for me. Um, I wouldn't say ruined, but it has been songs where I be like, damn, bitch, you like that? What the fuck you got going on in your life? And I remember as a teenager, my girlfriend, she loved that Aaliyah song, Are You Somebody? And in that song, Aaliyah, she pretty much just talking about cheating on her nigga. And my bitch used to sing that song all the time, and she used to listen to that shit. And I was like, as a kid, I didn't really think nothing about it, but I remember hearing it later in life, because the bitch was cheating on me and shit too. And now I remember listening to that song, I'm like, oh shit, this bitch was giving me the signs all the time. I just was too young to fucking realize what was going on. I was like, why this bitch like that song so much? It was almost like she was fucking, R. Kelly was writing all that shit with his freaky ass. But yeah, if you listen to that song, Are You Somebody by Aaliyah, man, it was just giving women empowerment to be like, yeah, and I'm gonna sneak around on this nigga. I'm gonna cheat and shit. And I'm like, damn, this bitch used to sing that song all the time, man. So yeah, man, fuck that song, man. If a bitch listening to that song all the goddamn time, man, you need to question this relationship, man, because, bitch, why you like this that much, But I guess it can go both ways, I used to listen to a lot of Too Short and shit like that, and, Too Short had this one song, man, you couldn't be a better player than me. I get enough pussy every day of the week. I used to sing that shit all the time, But I wasn't, though. We was living through Too Short with that shit, man. Motherfuckers wasn't getting no bitches, But she would listen to that song all the fucking time and sing that shit and just really, and I mean, it's just one thing to listen to the song and sing that shit, but she would put emotion into that motherfucker. Like, we'll be in the car riding and shit, and she just blowing notes and shit. I'm like, damn, bitch, you really relate to this song, huh? Now that I'm grown, I realize that bitch was a cheater. All right. Which is fucked up too, cause that's the thing I saw one time a girl say, like, men, we get hurt one time in high school and just become a dog after that ever since. You know what I'm saying? Bitch sent me on a downward spiral after that, man. Like, fuck these hoes. I'm out of that now. I'm out of that phase. I realize that all women aren't the same,
Got a couple more for you.
All right.
So we know your sex playlist is Bjork.
Yeah.
Do you have a wedding song that you have in mind?
A wedding song. God damn, man. I don't want to think about no shit like that, man. That's like a wedding song, man. I think everybody would be like, I'm for the hood, so it'd be that Jagged Edge song. Let's get married. I bet you that motherfuckers play that shit at every fucking wedding in the world. I don't know if it's a good song to play at a wedding, I guess my wedding song would be that motherfucking cha-cha slide. Crisscross.
Down the aisle.
Yeah, everybody in the wedding, we got to do the cha-cha slide, man. You know what I'm saying? Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a good hit that shit at the reception, I mean, I obviously, I know not too many men in my family have gotten married, so I definitely, at my age now, I'm definitely a settled down one woman man at this point in my life. So yeah, me and my girl, we talk about it a lot. We've been having that conversation. The thing is about me, man, is that I don't know. I'm emotionally broken in that sense, and I just know I'm gonna feel like a bitch. Like, will you marry me? Like that whole moment of doing that, getting down on one knee with the ring and shit. Like even if she gonna say yes, but you just get that emotion, just knowing you about to put yourself through that. I think that's what's not even the point of getting married. That don't even scare me. Just the act of doing that is what I'm most afraid of.
You're just gonna do it in a back alley so nobody sees you.
I gotta find a gangster way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Where I don't feel like a bitch.
Do it in a song.
That's even more of like a bitch move. I feel like that's even more because you sat there, you wrote it, you thought about it, you putting yourself through that emotional turmoil. You're going into the booth to record it. Are you feeling in the booth recording that shit? Like, oh. And I've recorded some emotional ass songs, but I think that would be my most emotional I would get. Like you're peeking into my soul now. But yeah, I'm definitely at that point where I'm getting ready. I'm prepping myself.
Okay, so Then what song do you want played at your funeral?
Shit, I don't know if motherfuckers gonna show up.
Well, we'd be there.
Yeah, okay. Shouts out to the Booth Boys there. That's a dark topic to think about. But I think you know, in death, I would want people to fucking celebrate more so than being at a you know, hopefully I'll be like Don King, I make it to 91. You know, but I don't know, man. I at the end of the day, as me, a person that's made music and shit, don't play shit. Just set up. Just shut up and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to my funeral, don't play no fucking music, man. Like, just shut the fuck up and be quiet and be like, damn, that nigga was a real one. You know what I'm saying? just think with your thoughts. Like, yeah, that nigga was a real one, man. You know, he went out like a G. You know what I'm saying? But no, I wouldn't think of play some happy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know though, but that's some crazy shit though. Motherfuckers be like, man, play this song at my funeral, man. As a person that make music, man, that's a lot that's a lot of pressure on a motherfucker. You're like, damn, man, you know, like if somebody came up to me and be like, yeah, man, we played your song during the funeral and shit. I wouldn't feel good about that shit. Be like, damn, man, that's a time to mourn, and y'all in that bitch turning up to some Danny Brown. That's the last thing I want to do.
Well, there are sad songs you could play.
Yeah, but that's even worse. You know?
And then lastly, Tanner has a little question for you.
Know you've been into the Smiths and that alternative rock and stuff.
Where you hear that at?
On the pod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were saying it. I was just wondering how you found that kind of music, you know, growing up in Detroit and whatnot.
Just the internet. And I would say, man, shouts out to Pitchfork. Pitchfork is going through a crazy time right now, man. Pitchfork was always like, I will say more so earlier than recent time, but like an album would get a high review on Pitchfork, you always just checked it out, you know? So yeah, I would say Pitchfork for the most part. They definitely made me a huge Arcade Fire fan. I was definitely, you know, I love the Suburbs album. But yeah, Pitchfork and just a lot of just like music review sites, I would say. Or even someone like Fantano, you know, seeing a needle drop. If you see people, you know, I guess now it's kind of different now because you can just see people on social media and everybody just, you know, raving about an album. Like, let me check this shit out, you know? So, yeah, I would just say more now is just, but yeah, back then it was pretty much, and then, you know, you had like Napster and shit and fucking Kazaa and all those kind of sites. So I
It
was
was always mislabeled who the band or the song
Yeah.
was.
You fucking download that shit and you got Rick Rolled.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I thought this was Kid Rock for 10 years.
Yeah, that happened. That happened a lot, man. Soulja Boy was doing that to motherfuckers. You would fucking download a song, that bitch be like, you, like, what the fuck is this, man? I was trying to download David Bowie, man. This ain't Let's Dance. This is the motherfucking Soulja Boy. Hit that hoe and shit. I'm like, God damn. So yeah, shouts out to Soulja Boy, man. Soulja Boy's a legend.